Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. And here's Memphis' starting group. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3 spot. And for Atlanta, we've got Dyson Daniels. Johnson is out there with Terrence Mann. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Jokic in at the center position. And this promises to be an up-tempo affair, Brent. Both teams aren't shy about getting out on the break.
The thing about it, BA, are the coaches telling each of their teams tonight, look, as fast as we get out in transition, we have to do the same in terms of getting back in transition defense. Just slow them down 3 or 4 seconds to make them set up anything in the half-court offense, and ultimately that could win out here tonight.
Now here's Curry. And stolen by Morant. And they're pushing it up. Jumps up.
He got his timing down.
And that one is hammered home.
Players wish they had that kind of lift off the floor.
Supremely athletic move. That's a highlight.
Maybe we should call the maintenance crew. He's trying to tear the rim off.
Here's Johnson. Here's Wells. Outside for Morant. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Basket's good.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders. The way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
Now here's Morant. Last game, 26 points for him. And then Morant with the dunk.
Jackson with the dime. The guy is just so skilled.
Morant's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step, Grant.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, BA. You got Morant, Bane, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
Now here's Bane. Last game, he had 28 points. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Curry passes to Mann. There's a screen. Pass to Daniels. Clock at 6. To stop the run. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
As one of the top two-way players in the draft, Daniels was on a lot of teams' radar, and that kind of versatility will always get a player some attention.
And so he makes both from the line.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Now here's Bane. Defense right on him. Inside. Oh, deflected. Outside Curry. And he converts the layup. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
Well, not just from deep. Steph Curry, one of the best guard finishers around the rim.
Pass to Wells. Back to Morant. Shoots from the right block. Curry with the block. And they're on the run. And he's going for the oop here. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
So much talk about Steph's scoring ability, but he's also a great facilitator.
Memphis leading. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. They were concerned with Jaren Jackson Jr. on both ends of the floor. Coach saying defensively, Triple J covers so much space, a blocking machine. And on the other side of the ball, Jaren has serious skill for a man of his size. He's a tough game plan for us. Jaren Jackson Jr., a two-way menace. Brian?
And Allie, thanks. Risache, he's checked in for Mann. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Morant with it, now guarded by Curry. Bane surveying the D. He buries it from 3. Bane's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
And Jokic throws it down.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Man, Brent, when Trae Young is on the floor, his teams put up ridiculous offensive numbers. What makes Trae a difference maker?
Well, I think Trae's relentlessness as an offensive player is hard to defend. I mean, he's so quick with the basketball. He gets into the teeth of the defense and causes so many problems, B.A. He sometimes has those stretches where he becomes an offense unto himself.
And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting the double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Memphis making a switch here. Clark's checked in. Now here's Bane. Give him 8 points now. Morant. Curry with the block. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Daniels. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Really good passing wing. Risa Shea isn't a ball stopper. He really looks for his teammates.
Pass to Clark. Back to Aldama. Down low. Here's Bane. And he goes in for the dunk.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Now here's Curry. He played a great game against Boston.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Minute 32 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Clark. He's off on that one. Johnson with the defensive effort. And here's Curry for 3. The shot won't fall. And it's Morant with the ball for the Grizzlies. Aldama with it, now guarded by Curry. And the basket by Aldama.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
The 3 from Curry. He drops it from range. Curry's got 8.
They're almost always layups for Curry at this point. Makes the 3 look so easy.
Pass to Edey. Here's Bane. Fires for 3. Tipped. And he's able to get it back. To the middle. Here's Clark. The shot that time not on target. For Atlanta, they've gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Curry gets the bucket.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Back to Morant. D from Curry.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Shot is up. And again, it's Atlanta.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Hawks. His fingerprints were... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Atlanta?
Well, it's all fast break.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Stephen Curry is out there with Dyson Daniels. Then there's Johnson. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Mann in at the power forward position. So that's the Hawks 5. Curry, no good.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Jackson finds Morant. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 5 assists tonight.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
From the arc. And Curry is good for 3. Curry's got 16 points now.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them. Get up to throw down. Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Atlanta making some changes. Nance comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Rizache in for Johnson. And Memphis also making a switch. Clark is checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, John Morant is excited to be back on the court. He's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Back to Morant. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
And here's Curry for 3. And the Hawks with another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Morant against Curry. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Huff's checked in for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Aldama. Curry gets the bucket.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Pass to Wells. A minute 20 left in the second period. Back to Morant. Kicks it out to Bane. Down low. Oh, it's stolen. Morant against Curry. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. And going against Atlanta, their first meeting on the year. Payne, the pass to Morant. Atlanta with the rebound. Next up, they'll face the Nuggets in Denver. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Outside man. Screen by Capella. To the inside. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Capella's got 6 points.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Wells. And he lobs it up. And he lays in the alley-oop pass.
Oh, incredible! Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome. Outside Curry. Shoots over Morant. Oh, a heat check there, but it's off target. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Hawks ahead, running away with it. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Memphis Grizzlies.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
Next up, let's take a look at our latest power rankings.
I think for Memphis, Not much movement from them up or down, which isn't a bad thing. They've just shown force in their conference.
Yeah, they've established themselves as one of the premier teams. Marching towards that finish line, they're hoping to build on what they've done so far.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Here's Morant. On the court for the Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the three. Yes, it's good. 6 points for him.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Johnson, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here, and he knocks down the first one. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Payne with it, and it's Mann picking him up. And here's Payne. Morant, no good.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Memphis has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Here's Wells, covered by Johnson. Inside, here's Morant. Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard. Curry surveys. Here's Mann. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Mann's got 9 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Memphis shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Ja Morant at the line for 2.
The first one falls. And Morant drops them both. Atlanta leading by 23. The three from Curry. Another three for Atlanta.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Timeout call. Memphis. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
They gotta be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
A look at the 2K leaderboard when it comes to second chance points. The NBA leaders over the last month. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
Their physicality underneath has been generating a lot of second chance opportunities. We'll see if they can maintain that level of intensity.
Jackson surveying the D. Morant against Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rejected by Jokic.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Johnson finds Curry. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Pass to Edey. And here's Payne. Here's Wells. No points yet. Outside Morant. The three is up. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 6 assists now in the game. The Hawks have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And Atlanta making a check. Curry, he's checked in for Bufkin. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The free throw drops for Bane.
And such a unique player. Bane is a powerful guard with an incredibly soft touch.
Curry goes in and rejected. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. Bufkin, he's checked in for the Hawks. Atlanta making some changes here. Risache, he's checked in for Mann. And it's Stephen Curry in for Bufkin. And Memphis also making a switch. Aldama's checked in. Oh, got that one up quick. Jokic has got 8.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Morant surveying the floor. Outside Bane. Jacks up a 3. Sinks it from distance. He's got 16.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Here's Curry. And the Hawks tack on 2 more.
What else can you say about Steph Curry? Simply one of the greatest shooters we've ever seen.
Jackson outside. Aldama outside from behind the arc. And another 3 for Memphis.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Curry gets the bucket.
Anything the opponent does, trust me, Steph can do it better. He's got to be the best shooter that we've ever seen in the game.
It's stolen by Johnson. Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from 3. Curry's got 42 in the game. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Atlanta?
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
Yeah, and they did a lot of winning, Allie.
It's going to be a long time, I don't know if ever, that we're going to see a big man pass like Jokic does.
Niang, he's checked in for the Hawks. Karis LeVert comes in for Daniels. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. And a fast break now for the Hawks. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaren Jackson picks one up. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in. Second free throw, no good. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Outside Curry. Fires from deep. Knocks it down from distance. Curry's got 45 points.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Here's Pippen. He's covered by Curry. There's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Pippen's got 11.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Jackson, the pass to Pippen. This one for three. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Atlanta on top, just dominating this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Atlanta is shooting the ball, and so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Curry. A-Train. Kleba. Ibaka. Hachimura. MP. Mr. Clutch. Mr. Moves. and a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. And here's a look at some numbers for Jamal Murray.
And he hasn't been making as much of an impact with his defense as he had been earlier in the season. Steal numbers have dropped off in the past 5 games. He'll need to put a lot more effort into his defense here tonight.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. We've got Johnson. Curry is out there with Daniels. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's man in at the power forward. And for the Nuggets, sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. Gordon out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Westbrook in at point guard. Here at the end of the season in our sights now, Stan, how much of a toll does a regular season take on the coach?
Well, Kevin, the big thing is you just don't sleep a lot because you're running on adrenaline and your mind is always going, looking for more and more answers, so it can be exhausting mentally.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. There's the pick. Back to Westbrook. To Jordan, just 5 to shoot, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Sets and slips with the best. I mean, DJ mastered pick and roll action back in his days with the Clippers playing with CP3.
Now here's Curry. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Count it, good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Westbrook is so much more difficult to defend when that 3 ball is going down.
Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And we'll see if anything's different this year because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Here's Brown. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Yeah, it seems like Porter Jr. could do even more of this, attacking right at the rim.
Now here's Curry, pass to man. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Westbrook passes to Brown. Westbrook drives in. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Great timing by Jokic. Allows him to block that shot.
It's Curry outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Curry's got 8 points.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Outside, Porter. Jokic against Jordan. Down low, here's Westbrook. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. And making our way toward the finish line, this is a great time to check out the new power rankings. Take a look at the Warriors. They sink a little bit here in the rankings, still, though, remaining in the top 5.
And when I look at Atlanta, they've proven time and time again this season that not only are they for real, but they may be the team to beat.
Curry outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the 3s they're allowing.
Pass to Brown. Westbrook against Curry. It's Westbrook with the drive. And this past offseason stand was pivotal for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, they've been at a crossroads, Kevin, every offseason since their Eastern Conference Finals run in 2021. But after missing out on the playoffs last season, changes seemed inevitable.
Rizachet, he's checked in for Terrence Mann.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Murray's checked in for the Nuggets. Launches it. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Murray against Curry. The Nuggets with another miss. Here's Atlanta now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 9 points. Here's Brown. He's covered by Daniels. There's Porter with the 3. And another miss by Denver.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Johnson with a screen on Murray. Curry outside. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Murray finds Porter. Here's Brown. He's covered by Daniels. Porter looking it over. Shoots over Rizachet. And again, Denver no good. The Hawks leading by 12. Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Nuggets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Driving in. A nice shot by Brown.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Fires for 3. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. A different look for Denver. Saric comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Peyton Watson in for Porter. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. 1:43 left in the first quarter of the game. Murray. And he makes good on the layup.
Well, every defense gives extra attention to Murray, but they still have trouble keeping him under control.
And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. And they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin, and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
50 seconds left in the first. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Now here's Curry. 25 points in the game. Pass to Daniels. To the inside. Johnson kicks to Curry. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Curry's got 28.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Knox. His last outing, he had 18 points. Shot clock at 5. They set the pick. A 3. sinks the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The Hawks on top. They lead by 9. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Atlanta.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I really like...
Here's Curry, and he has 28 points for the game. From downtown, wow, Curry automatic from deep.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Pass to Porter. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Watson's checked in. And then for Atlanta, Nancy's checked in for Jalen Johnson. And it's LeVert in for Rizachet. Outside Westbrook. 5 on the clock. Shoots over LeVert. They grab their own miss. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Murray. And he drops it in from the low post. And it's 8 points for Jamal Murray.
And inside Murray's attacking mentality pays off. He just works hard to find his own shot.
Curry can't get it to go.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Charity stripe shot. Murray scanning the floor. To the middle. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, Gordon is known for his athleticism, and he loves rising up to throw it down.
Outside Curry. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Now here's Murray. 8 points for him. And the NBA, right or wrong, Stan, has been called a copycat league before. If something works, it catches on quick. Is that a fair statement?
Well, I think it is to some degree, Kevin. Certainly, we all watch each other and learn from each other, and you're always looking to see what someone else does in their system that would fit into what you do, but you can never fully copy another team because the personnel is different.
Yeah, every roster's different, isn't it? And you've got to tailor things you want to do with what you've got.
That's exactly right. So if my personnel is not the same as yours, I might be able to take a little bit of what you do, but I can't take it wholesale.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Curry against Murray. Puts up a 3, and it's Curry again from deep. Curry's got 40 points.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution, he has tormented this defense tonight.
Outside Gordon. Shoots. Murray, no good.
And we have seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
On its way from Curry for 2, and it's Denver with the rebound. Watson's got his 4th rebound in this one. In the corner, it's Westbrook. A 3 off the mark.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
LeVert finds Curry. Lets it fly. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Atlanta Hawks. He nailed it from long range in that quarter. Winds up with a total of 4 3-pointers in the period. We come back right after this.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Denver Nuggets.
They've been shot out of the gym. Even when they do extend their defense, it doesn't matter. I don't know what the remedy is.
I got 3 words for you. Elbow sandwich.
And now, as the regular season marches on, here's how things look in the West as we near the final stretch.
You know, right now for Denver, the end is near. Couldn't put things together in time. They've had a couple of good games, but they couldn't sustain the momentum. They're in rebuild territory, which ain't always pretty.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
The Nuggets trail by 11. The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Brown in a shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Well, Porter Jr. shoots a very high percentage in the paint.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Russell Westbrook, and he's got his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him.
And watching Steph go to work is watching a living legend. Already one of the best to ever do it. and he is still adding to his resume.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. In the corner, it's Gordon. Pass to Jordan. Float loose. And now here comes Daniels. In the break, and Jokic slams it in.
Daniels using that vision.
The Nuggets trail by 12. Pops it up for Jordan. That's Jokic with the rebound.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 46 points.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by. Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw, good. Jokic. You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. On its way from Curry for 2. Here's Daniels. He gets it in there. Daniels has got his second basket of the night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Outside, Jordan. Pass to Brown. Outside, Porter. 6 to shoot. Gordon kicks to Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can, don't we?
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size, he's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
He misses the free throw.
Well, look, there are a lot of different roles Porter Jr. can fill for your team.
And he sinks the second. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. The Hawks leading by 19. Curry on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Outside Gordon. Denver passing it around. Jordan outside. Inside. Pass to Brown. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists now tonight.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Another bucket. Wow.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Brown, the pass to Porter. Here's Brown. On the wing, Porter. The 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Curry. Fires away from outside.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. Jordan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
And Jordan doesn't look to score often, but when he does, he goes up strong and attracts the defense.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
First free throw is good.
An incredible 6'11" athlete. DeAndre Jordan tries to own the rim on both ends. It's his airspace when he's out there.
Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And a change for the Hawks. Reza Shea, he's checked in for Terrence Mann. Second free throw, no good. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific story. In front of you now is the list of teams that haven't missed many shots at all since the All-Star break. The Hawks, number 1.
No doubt their offense has really hit its stride. I mean, they're making the extra pass and not settling for that first shot that presents itself. And you see that in their shooting percentage.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Outside, Porter. Jordan sets the screen for Porter, and Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, wait.